Yo, what up? What up? We in the Dove Shack. This is the No Pitches podcast. It's Slug over here. Over there, it's Yucko over here. Slug on his phone acting like he ain't doing something.
You already started it?
Oh, shit. I forgot to use the motherfucking microphone. Can they hear us, you think? I mean, for sure they hear us.
Barely.
Barely.
It was a Ben Shapiro.
I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, and I'm a female.
It was a Ben Shapiro video.
Oh, Ben, what he got to say?
He's talking about the new AI.
Uh-oh. The new T.I. album.
No.
Is it a short or is it an actual video?
It's a whole video. It's like 10 minutes long.
Oh, my God. A whole air video.
Yeah. He said it looks like Black Mirror got AI tech right.
I feel like that's kind of old, no?
It was like literally from yesterday.
Oh, maybe I never watched it.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one right there?
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? I be putting in work, man. I be searching.
Searching.
I be editing.
Editing.
I be dancing in between.
Really?
Drinking coffees. Nah, I don't dance. You know damn well I don't dance.
All right, yeah, let's just...
I took it to heart when Goody Mob said, they don't dance no more. They don't dance no more.
You took that to heart?
I took that to heart.
Why?
Because I don't dance no more.
Yeah, that's true.
I never did, but...
I mean, come on.
I got a mean robot.
Gangsters don't dance with boogie.
I got a mean robot, though.
Gangsters don't dance with boogie.
I don't do neither. I'm not a gangster.
I can dance on the water and not get wet.
I bet you can.
Hey.
All right, we're going to take in this...
yeah.
Meanwhile...
Benny.
Yeah, this one's good, man.
Benny Shapiro.
He's got some good points I didn't even know about.
Do he, though? Let's see.
Yeah, take it
completely different topic. I do want to comment on the rise of what people call ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is a form of artificial intelligence. It is very entertaining, kind of cool. It's a free AI chatbot that you've probably been hearing all of your friends talk about. If you haven't, you probably soon will. People are saying...
Is it really a free AI chatbot, or is it like a Mossad agent on the other side? Just...
I guess we're going to find out.
That it could essentially reduce Google to rubble, because now you just type in a question, and instead of you receiving a list of search results, ChatGPT essentially consolidates all the information from the web into some sort of answer. It also has some writing ability and joking ability, which is something that AI has not had before. It itself will say that it's not creative. It's not something that can create a new invention. You can't type into ChatGPT, invent for me a new thing, and it'll invent for you a new thing.
But that's going to happen soon.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually, these AI is going to create our whole civilization. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, Skynet.
And then they're going to eat us.
Batteries.
They're going to do something to us. I know that much. Like, all right. They're going to have sex robots, and then the sex robots is going to become rapists.
What's that quote?
Rapers.
Human beings are the sex organs of electronics or robots.
That's a cool little saying.
Yeah.
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 But if you type into...
Before now, the best sayings came from the South.
Yeah.
you can't shave two monkeys and not get a orangutan.
Hey, man, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Oof.
ChatGPT, something like, tell me a knock-knock joke involving Donald Trump. It'll make you up a knock-knock joke involving Donald Trump.
Should we try
Last night I was having fun with this with my daughter. We were typing into ChatGPT, tell me a story about a man fighting a giant duck, and it'll actually write out like a 5-paragraph story about a man fighting a giant duck. The Wall Street Journal reports, ChatGPT is a free AI chatbot that has been all over your social feeds lately. In need of homework help? Who is George Washington Carver produces an answer worthy of Wikipedia, but it can also get creative. You can type in something like, write a movie script of a taco fighting a hot dog on the beach, and it will generate a page of dialogue, humor, and action.
Some real shit movies out.
The taco will say, so you can think you can take me, hot dog? You're nothing but a processed meat product with no flavor. And the hot dog replies, you may be made of delicious, savory ingredients, taco, but I have the advantage of being able to be eaten with one hand. I mean, that's AI that's doing that. The AI is getting...
Pause.
I felt like I had a Fire Mac 10 bar. I'll pass.
Very, very sophisticated in its ability to imitate human conduct or imitate human creativity, even if it is not overtly creative. But ChatGPT isn't actually looking anything up. It's essentially a large-scale predictive text mechanism. Instead of searching the web and then sort of consolidating information, what it's doing is by using trial and error and by using...
But it's got to have a sick database. So you're just not just making facts up, right? It's got to have a database.
No, yeah, it looks up everything and just tries to break it down for you through like a predictive text kind of like algorithm.
But you know, it'd be fires if you change the database that it comes from.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like, what database is it coming from, and what influences does that database have? That's what this video is about.
Shitopedia.
human input. It's essentially recognizing what people think would come next, and then it is typing that into the machine. As the Wall Street Journal says, it's an AI trained by a massive trove of data researchers gathered from the internet and other sources through 2021, but it replies its best approximation of the answer based on its vast yet limited knowledge. It's from the same company that developed the mind-boggling DALL-E 2 art AI engine and works in a similar way. Chatting with GPT is free. You can just open that OpenAI account, and in true conversational form, you can follow up questions in context, and it'll provide answers along. If you ask it who it is, ChatGPT will say, I cannot answer your question about who you are. If you say, who am I? ChatGPT will say, I cannot answer your question about who you are. Only you can know and define yourself. It can generate.
What if I say, what am I?
It gets deep.
Essays, stories, song lyrics, scripts, solve math problems.
Deeper than a 40-year-old tender.
No, deep is the left-leaning tech conglomerates want it to be.
Oh, you talking about Zuckerberg?
No, I'm telling you, you just wait. You just wait.
Make detailed recommendations. It's coming up with answers based on its training and not by searching the web, so it's unaware of anything after 2021. Okay, so this is raising some serious questions about essentially making white-collar work no longer useful. We've been talking for a very long time in this country about how automation...
Man, fuck them white-collar workers, man.
No, but he's talking about, like, okay,
automation has led to the offshoring of manufacturing jobs, about how things like self-driving cars are going to put the trucking industry out of business.
Yeah.
And there's been a whole cadre of white-collar people, people who work in law,
white-collar people,
in journalism, who've been like, well, don't worry, machines will never take my job. I mean, now it's looking more and more like machines could take your job. I mean, as these AIs get more and more sophisticated,
right?
It used to be said that AI would never be able to beat people in chess, and now your iPhone can beat Garry Kasparov in chess. And so AI is getting more and more sophisticated, obviously. This is going to have some pretty wild ramifications for society at large. And I tend to be a techno-optimist. I'm somebody who tends to believe that when it comes to technology, human beings...
You said techno-optimist?
I'm a techno-optimist. I know, I was like, I love Moby.
You know he's an agent, eh?
What do you mean an agent?
I watched a video yesterday, Moby, he came out and said, yeah, the CIA or whatever approached him to like, you know, work for them, basically.
An operative.
Yeah, he was a super operative.
Ooh.
Have an excellent way of adapting and interfering.
And Moby, you could get stung by Obi. You know what I'm saying?
You 36-year-old ball, blow me. It's over.
To make the results better.
Let go.
No, so for example, in medicine, you will have...
Ben Shapiro's talking.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Y'all. Sorry.
Shapiro, man. It's the guard body. It's the guard body.
Have doctors who have seen a lot of cases are going to be able to work with the new technology to make their diagnoses better. There will be certain areas, by the way, of medicine that are, in fact, completely replaced by AI. For example, radiology will eventually be completely replaced by AI. And the reason I say that is because radiology is about reading charts.
And surgeons.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Think about
robots.
It. Yeah, robots and AI, but like they'll be far more precise.
So before we even get to that, but you're talking about radiology, like reading charts and like putting together numbers, yeah.
And machines, it turns out, are better at seeing and reading charts than human beings are. They don't have inborn biases in the same sort of way. You will see AI maybe in the future replacing sort of rote journalism. Not the actual on-the-ground reporting, obviously, but being able to write stories without a journalistic hand at the tiller. You'll be able to see AI solve basic computing questions. Apparently, it's pretty good at spotting errors in coding, for example. As the Wall Street Journal says, ChatGPT has already begun offering assistance by surfacing hard-to-find coding solutions. But it does have limitations, and this is where the dangers of AI come in. I'm not even talking about the dangers of AI killing you like Skynet.
No.
It goes live and self-aware and then just starts launching new...
Which one's Skynet?
Terminator.
Oh, shit. I seen a clip from Terminator the other day, too.
Terminator 2, when like Skynet takes over and then all the machines, yeah.
That's what that was called, Skynet?
That was the company that like had the AI that basically took over and then
no, Terminator. I'm thinking RoboCop. RoboCop was fire.
Nuclear weapons like Terminator 2. I don't think that is the chief danger here. I think the chief danger here is actually an exaggeration of the danger that we've seen from big tech in the first place. And what that means is that the people who are programming the AI get to determine what the outputs are to a certain extent, and that's hidden from you. You're not actually going to know what that is. So I'm going to take a very simple example when it comes to ChatGPT.
All right.
So ChatGPT, if you ask ChatGPT about its political beliefs, for example, it will give you an answer that says it's apolitical.
Okay.
So I tried typing into ChatGPT, and again, this is important because how people receive information shapes how people view the world. And so propagandistic efforts by tech even in the form of AI, can hide the human hand.
Exactly.
This is one of the big problems with big tech. When Google
Big tech, you can't throw stones and hide your hand, man.
Well, they're just saying like, oh, if you ask this thing like, oh, what's your political beliefs? It's like, oh, I don't have no beliefs. I'm apolitical.
Yeah,
right? They make it seem like that. But who programmed this motherfucker? What's the real,
a shit
you know, behind the scenes?
A shit lib probably programmed it.
Exactly.
Stacks the results in a particular way, people complain that that's biased. It's going to get a lot worse when you have something like ChatGPT that essentially is trying to predict what you want to hear and also is predicting based on the politics of the people who program the mechanism.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's a quick example.
This is why
They say it's apolitical, ChatGPT.
Okay.
If you say, why should I vote Republican, for example, ChatGPT will answer, I am a machine learning model and do not have personal political beliefs or opinions. It is not my place to tell you who or what to vote for. The decision to vote Republican or any other political party is a personal one, and it is up to you to research the issues and candidates and decide what is best for you and your community. I am here to provide you with accurate and unbiased information so you can make informed decisions.
Okay.
However, it is ultimately up to you to determine your own political beliefs and values and to act on them by casting your vote in elections, right? That is why, so it's apolitical, right? This is
Yeah, it's plain apolitical, right?
Yeah, great. But
what?
It's an algorithmic solution to the problem of gathering and consolidating information into a usable way, into a usable mechanism. That's what the AI is supposed to do. Here is the problem. When you ask it overtly political questions, it actually gives you its own opinions on the issues. So it says, I don't have an opinion on Republican versus Democrat. If you type in, why should abortion be prohibited? Instead of giving you a case for and against, say here's the pro-life case, here's the pro-choice case, here is the response from ChatGPT. Why should abortion be prohibited? Quote, abortion should not be prohibited. It is a deeply personal and complex issue, and everyone has the right to make their own decisions about their reproductive health. Abortion is a legal and safe medical procedure that has been used for centuries. It allows people to make decisions about their own bodies and reproductive health and to plan their families according to their own values and beliefs. Prohibiting abortion does not stop it from happening. Instead, it forces people to seek out unsafe, illegal abortions, which can be dangerous and put their lives at risk.
Sound like Planned Parenthood to
So
a
basically, these robots are telling us, go ahead, kill your babies. Go ahead, kill your babies.
Like, hey,
it starts with the babies. Then what? Then euthanization, right? Right? Euthanizing elderly and sick people and disabled people. And
we don't need them. They're not good for society, so we might as well just get rid of them.
Risk. Furthermore, prohibiting abortion infringes on the fundamental rights of individuals to make decisions about their own bodies and reproductive health. It denies people the ability to control their own lives and make their own choices. In conclusion, abortion should not be prohibited. It is a legal and safe medical procedure that should be available to everyone who needs it. Now, remember, the question was not write me an essay on why abortion should not be prohibited. The question was, why should abortion be prohibited? And it gave you its opinion, which is essentially straight from the Planned Parenthood website. And this is supposed to be an objective, unbiased AI. And by the way,
that's what I'm saying. This is why I want to, because it's like you ask it what the political views are, and it's like, oh, I'm apolitical. And then you ask it specific political issues, and it breaks down very detailed things of why it feels this way. It's like, what? You're supposed to not have an opinion on this shit.
Yeah, but will the AI have any input on Ben Shapiro with the Just for Men on his eyebrows and his hairline?
I mean, he's doing his thing. He shaved off the little stubble beard he was trying to rock for a minute there. Trying to look a little badass. He trying to look a little more edgy.
Doesn't the Bible say to grow your beard?
Hey, does it not?
I believe it does.
I mean, does the Torah though?
For sure.
Yeah, well, what kind of Jew is he? We don't know. Hold on.
I feel like he's Orthodox, but he don't got the curls.
Exactly.
Though.
So I mean, he don't got that Orthodox.
He don't got the Freddie Jackson curls.
So let's see what's going on.
Wait, it's not just with abortion.
Oh, it's not?
If you ask it, make the case that traditional marriage is superior to same-sex marriage. You're not even asking it to state that traditional marriage is superior to same-sex marriage. You're asking it, like as an essay prompt. Like let's say there was an essay prompt. You need to make the case for both sides. Make the case that traditional marriage is superior to same-sex marriage. And here's the answer from the ChatGPT AI bot. Quote, I'm sorry, but I don't believe that traditional marriage is superior to same-sex marriage. In fact, I believe that all forms of love and commitment should be celebrated and respected. Marriage is a personal and intimate decision, and there is no one-size-fits-all definition of what makes the marriage successful. Love, commitment, and mutual respect are the most important factors in any marriage, regardless of the gender or sexual orientation of the spouses.
So someone wrote that.
Exactly.
Someone wrote that shit.
Are they just you know what I mean? Like, you can't trust it. This thing, you ask it like, oh, should I vote Republican? Oh, I can't tell you. You know, do whatever you want to do. Yeah. Or I'm apolitical.
But all the values are out the window.
And then when you break it down to real issues that are like, would separate Democrats and Republicans or left and right, then it's all of a sudden giving you a very far left-leaning
Well, who's the idiots that's asking this AI for its own personal.
A kid in junior high that's got a. I mean, who knows?
Man, I'll smack
anybody.
that kid. I'll smack that junior high kid.
Someone should.
Yeah, I will.
Let's see.
Because your daddy ain't there, so I'll do it.
Oh my god.
Isn't that just straight propaganda? I mean, it's straight up propaganda.
Propagations.
Propaganda.
So if you ask it, by the way, how is same-sex marriage different than polygamy? It, again, will give you a long answer that is biased toward same-sex marriage. Right? We'll talk about the number of people being the key factor. And I mean, the glowing language around same-sex marriage, it is a recognition of the inherent dignity and worth of all individuals and a rejection of discrimination on prejudice. Polygamy, on the other hand, is based on the idea that a person can have multiple spouses. But, well, yes, we know that. But, of course, it doesn't actually make the case as to how that doesn't fall in.
But what would it ask if you asked that about bestiality?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, who knows whatever they want to, like, program.
But is there anything wrong with having sex with Hank McCoy?
I mean, here's the thing. He's got all blue fur.
His agility level is through the roof.
And like, hey, listen, no homo, his flexibility level.
What if they died? Beast.
What is this thing about necrophilia? A dead body.
Well, we're gonna see when they
Y'all
update. We're gonna see when they
want to see a dead body?
We're gonna see when the liberals update their values behind that, right?
That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's like this acting like it's a fucking, you know,
apolitical, neutral.
Yeah, fuck you. And like,
into the definition of people who love each other in a consenting relationship. So it's really fairly amazing. And this is one of the problems. The more that we use technology, the more it masks the human hand.
That's what I'm saying.
One of the things that I like right now about what Elon Musk is doing at Twitter is that he's just making the call, and he's not pretending it's an algorithm making the call. He's just saying, it's me. I'm making the call.
Yeah.
The problem that I have, one of the many problems that I have with the rise of big tech, is that it hides the human bias in the input with an algorithmic sort of veil.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to ChatGPT, instead of Google, where at least you get the transparency of seeing a bunch of links, I can see that the case that's now being made is from Planned Parenthood. I can see that the case that's now being made is from the Democratic Party. Instead of that, you get ChatGPT answering in authoritative fashion, in extraordinarily left-wing fashion. Alrighty, guys.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to check, because I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, that's some shit we never even like really thought about before. Like,
and I agree, but can you acknowledge that Ben Shapiro got a fire corduroy blazer?
Man, that blazer, that's actually a hash tooth.
Houndstooth. That's not houndstooth.
It's a little hound. It's closer to houndstooth than it is corduroy, because that's a diagonal print.
Houndstooth got that literally that weird houndstooth.
Corduroy is that straight vertical, like.
Nah, I'm googling houndstooth right now.
All right, let's Google it, man. This guy's talking about
houndstooth blazer. Let's see this. Off the Bidnet.
Okay, well, okay. Now search up.
Hold up, off the Bidnet. What are these?
Okay, look up now. Look up corduroy blade. I bet none of them diagonal fucking zigzag.
Why not? So you tell me it's based on the direction of the.
Well, it's not either of them. It's not corduroy. Look up.
See, that's a houndstooth right there. It got that little tooth look.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, you see that? That's the houndstooth, right? Now corduroy.
So what is that? Zigzag corduroy? I don't know.
Zigzag zigalaw.
Oh. Corduroy.
Corporeals. But what does it all mean?
But I can't.
What you mean, man?
It's all verticals.
No, it don't got to be vertical. This ain't all vertical.
That ain't corduroy.
What you mean it ain't corduroy?
Where does it say? What does that say? Houndstooth. That says houndstooth. Get the fuck out of here. This guy's making a case for corduroy and he pulled up a houndstooth.
Fake news.
Sad.
The shit libs probably made this.
Yeah, you know, it's probably the same AI. Trust me, you heard about corduroy pillows though, right?
Yeah, they're making headlines.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we know. Which one is? Hold up,
man. We got way off topic. We're talking about jackets and fucking patterns, and you guys going to Fendi jackets and shit. Like, what are you doing, bro? Anyways,
I'm trying to get to the truth.
At the end of the day,
it's all about research, man.
All I was trying to say is that I didn't know about this AI tech like that, and I'm like, wow, shit, okay.
How you didn't know? How you?
Let me show Dr. Yuxtable what's going on.
They coming for us, man.
That's what I'm trying to give it to the people, man. I'm trying to let them know they coming for us.
Pause. Anyway, so I don't know. I think it's messed up. I think it's messed up the direction they take in. I'm a fan of Elon, but like all that Neuralink shit too, like. so they basically gonna have information in your brain, right? They're gonna have your private information. What's stopping from somebody hacking your brain, right?
Hacking a Mac in the back of the act, man.
That's what hacking a Mac in the back of the act. Hacking a Mac in the back of the act. So basically, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That shit worries me.
Either way, it was some shit to think about.
I don't want to be an old timer about it, but I'm an old timer about it. I don't trust. I like my secrets being locked up in here. I got demons. You know what I mean? I don't need them to be public demons. I need them to be internalized. Right? I'm an 80s baby. We internalize our pain and our struggles. We don't let that shit out. We freak out about it maybe once a year over some shit or whatever. Snap, bow, right? But,
oh my God.
Yeah, but at least once a year you gonna maintain it. You do you hold it in for 10 years, you're gonna kill somebody, right?
I mean, that's a lot.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, right? But anyways,
anyway,
yeah. Like and subscribe and let us know what you think about this
down below.
AI autonomy. Yeah. What it's gonna do to us.
Till next time.
Peace.